Hi guys, Spooky Blue here. I'm just going over some playback footage that I checked on for today, and I noticed something tonight. Actually, at 6:37, and I was not aware of it because I was not actually in this room at the time. I was actually in my room, and I eventually noticed it after coming out and just I just randomly check them like usual just to see if anything was caught or not. And at approximately 6:37, I'll let you guys see it. I saw this on playback. That is what I saw on playback. Now, normally something does appear there, but it's more up in this area. It's a lot more large compared to this little guy, and it actually does something pretty interesting as it leaves, which I'll let you guys see for yourself. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see the entire side there, and you guys will see what I mean. I have never seen one like this. It's always been a bigger form, always in like this area, and it's a lot bigger. I'm not sure what this one is, but that's what formed at 6:37 tonight, unbeknownst to me, because I was not in the room here reviewing playback at the time. I was actually in my room. So all while I was in my room, this was going on, and it stayed there a good while because I played it back earlier before recording, and it actually stayed there a good while. Now, I did rule out some things because in another camera I saw headlights down the road, but after the cars left, this was still there. It was still there. It's nothing from the neighbor's yard because you would see a light on there. This is above our shed, like most of the stuff has been. So I was sitting here wondering, like, what is that? What is this? Because this is new. This is something. This is a new form. I've never seen it like this low, this small before. So it really left me puzzled. Like, what is this? And as I said, it stayed there a while. It kind of lingered around on the top of the roof. It's not any lights around because, as I said before, we only have one street light, and it's not bright enough to cast that type of light. And it should be getting ready to disappear in a few minutes here. And the way it leaves is what really did it for me. It forming left me speechless, but when it disappeared, that is what sealed it for me. Any minute now. Let's see what time we're at. We're at 6:40, and it's still there at 6:40. You can see it here. That's it right there. Now I'll leave it zoomed out I just have the phone close to the television so you guys can see where I'm pointing. But just look above the shed there, the roof of the shed, and you'll see it. That was not there before. You just kind of pull this back up to speed up time a bit. And 641. Still see it. Still there. 642. Okay. Now I didn't actually mark the time that it left. I was just playing it back. So back and forth kind of, kind of thing. 643. Still there. About to be 644. I'm just going to leave it in this corner, and I want you guys to just watch exactly what happens. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Like, did you see that? Like, that is what left me speechless. That is what sealed it for me when it did that. Because as you can see, it's right here. That's it right there. But it's as it left. That's what did it for me. I mean, just watch it. This is it right here. Like, what is that? Like, what is that, guys? The cars had already left as that was going on. There were two cars down the road. They were at someone's house. But they had already left, and that light was still there. And then there was another car later on pulling out of the driveway, but it went in the opposite direction. The only visible light off of it were the tail lights. But that is over 2 or 3 houses away. As you can see, it was still there. 643. That's it right here. Right there. And then let's speed it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, 644. Okay, that is when it did that. At 644. While on the other camera, you may not be able to see it, but there's like a car leaving, going down the road there. It's not coming this way. It's going in the opposite direction. It's going further away from the camera. So there really is no possible way that could have been that car's taillights. Because see, it had already left as the car was leaving out. It had already disappeared as the car was pulling out. It was already gone. The last glimpse of it you see is that little bit right there. That little glimpse of it, and the car was already pulling out, and it had already started its way down the road. That was already gone as that car was leaving. So there's no possible way those two sync up, because that's over 2 to 3 houses away from this house. And the car was going in the opposite direction, driving further away from the camera. And two, whatever light that was, it had already went out. It had already disappeared as that car was pulling out. So there's no way those two sync up. I even tried to make those two make sense, but it doesn't. Makes none. And it was there when I showed you guys the first time at 6:37. Now at 6:37, it's there. Right here. That's it right there. At the same time, there are cars down the road. You see headlights. Right here. That also does not sync up. Because again, 2 to 3 houses away from our home. It doesn't sync up. Makes no sense. None. And as you can see now, it's clear. Nothing back there. Nothing glowing. Nothing, I always believed that it liked this camera more than another. But there have been some things going on other cameras. Now, what was that? I thought, just as I said nothing glowing, I thought I saw something. Guys, hold on. What was that? Ah. It's one of those little guys. That's what it is. Just as I said nothing glowing, this happened. That happened just as I said that. And then it made me wonder, what was that I just saw? And that's what it was. It looks like it comes out of the house. Like sometimes it has that weird illusion, like it actually comes out of the house. This entire home is made of brick. But it looks like it actually came like out of the structure. And I literally just said before that happened that it's still, that nothing is glowing, nothing is doing anything. And then that happens. So I don't know. That was at 10, I want to say 10:47 because it's now 10:48. But it could have been at 10:48. Could have been at 10:48. I'll go back a few seconds. Let's see exactly what it is. Hopefully this phone doesn't shut off just yet because it's been low on space lately. So I had to delete some of my old recordings. But after I finish with them, I do get them uploaded onto YouTube. Like I don't slack on them. Once I record them and once I finish recording, they are automatically uploaded with a title, a description, And what time was that at? Slowly getting there. It happened between 1047 and 1048. Or maybe it was at 1048. I'm just kind of watching the playback painfully, might I add. Okay, so it had to have been at one of those times then. So I'm not seeing it unless I skipped over it. But either way, you guys saw it. And I saw it because I saw it in real time, and then I was like, what was that? After I made that statement. So, yeah. I may want to end this recording now because the longer the recording, the more space it uses. So I'm going to go and upload this, and if anything else happens, I'm hoping that it does, then I'll be sure to capture it for you guys and let you guys know. So you can watch it over and over, share it with your friends, your family, anybody that doesn't believe, does believe, wants to believe. You know, you can share it with them, give them the link, give them the channel. I'm trying to get this one to take off too. My gaming channel has hit some rock bottoms over the years to actually get where it is now, but I'm trying to get them both up there. So you guys share it, examine it, analyze it, study it, take it to an expert. Let them reach out to me and let me know what they think. But I'll keep an eye out. If I see anything else, I'll be sure to capture it.